Good morning. Let's get rid of this one. It says I'm live. Let's see. See what happens. Doesn't say I'm live now. That is so weird. Because I am live. Now, there we go. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, Facebook's doing this thing again. Hi, Joan, how are you? I'm gonna get rid of this one. Facebook is acting crazy again. But we are here. Can you see me okay? I can go turn on some more lights. I didn't put a whole lot of lights on. Good morning, yes, thanks for sharing. Good morning, Deborah. Can you, everybody see and hear me okay? Okay. Thanks for sharing. Good. Yeah, I don't know. Facebook was acting stupid again this morning. And I know it's them. But anyway, here we go. All right, day 5, last day of this whole week of stamping. So I have the winner of yesterday's giveaway was Terry Norton. So Terry, these will be coming your way. And then today, I'm giving away these Mixed Media Floral Memories of More pack. So that's today's giveaway. So you just need to, good morning everybody. Yay, you're hopping on. Good, you see me again. I know, I was like, I don't know what happened the first time I went on. So then I deleted all that and went back in. So anyway, we're here. Hopefully we'll be here for a while. I don't know what happened to the Christmas card. Oh, the stack, they're over there. My daughter was finishing up cutting stuff yesterday. So here's just cards for Monday. Monday, the classes are at 10 and 6 here in the studio. We're going to finish up just cards. Let me run over there and get the Christmas stacks so you can see those. And then we'll go ahead and get started stamping. Okay. Prize Patrol. Yep, to get in for the Prize Patrol. Like and share to get in for the grand prize. Okay, these are the stacks. This is our last Christmas card class for 2025. So these are the stacks. We're using Modern Christmas. So you get one of each, 3 of each of these. So these are those. And those of you that are in my to-go club, we were working on these yesterday. We're going to finish them up Tuesday. They're going in the mail since you have them. You should probably get them right after Thanksgiving, and that way you can get all your cards done and finished and in the mail. Okay, and then I showed you the Festive Friends. This is the Just Cards. This is the 4-card class that is scheduled for Monday here in the studio, or if you place your qualifying order, you can get those to go. Okay, my Friendly Foliage class is still open. I did show you this on Tuesday. I think I showed it. Registration is still open for this. So you get, it's an 8-card class. You get all 4 designs, 2 of each in your card kit. Nothing will be stamped. You'll get everything to stamp it. You'll get a half a pack of the Woven Textures DSP. You'll get a pack of the Earth Tone Gems and some linen thread. So that's that class. That registration is still open till next week. And then our Black Friday sale starts on Tuesday. And I do have some more details for you. So I do have an email ready to go out. But 40%, the items that are going to be 40% off are the trimmer and blades, blends, and some ink bundles, ink bundles. So I guess if you're going to buy the set of inks, the whole family of inks, they're going to be on sale. 40% off. Good deal. Then 25% off is select adhesives, and 15% off is select cardstock. I do not know what select means, so that's all I know. Select. So adhesives, 25% off, cardstock, 15%, 40% is blends, ink bundles, and paper trimmer and blades. So, all right. So then today's project, I think that's all I have for today. I'm just trying to think. Yes, today's project, we're going to use the new pop-up petals. This is a bundle. This is not a suite or collection, so there's no paper, gems, ribbons, or anything that goes with that. It's just a bundle, stamps and dies. And it was one of the first ones I thought I wanted. It was a really cute little bundle. I love the greetings in this one, but this is what makes it. So I'm going to show you about these dies, what's unique about these dies in a second. So let's go ahead and get started with the first project. We're going to do a Z fold this morning with this one. So here you go. Our little Z fold card. Okay, so the base of this one is Pool Party. And this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and then I scored it at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. All right. And this DSP that I chose is from the Turtles. It's from the big catalog, the main catalog. It's the turtle paper. So it has this fun little polka dot print. So let's go ahead and add that to the inside of the card. And then we're going to add a panel here. Thanks for sharing, Terry. Class is Monday. Okay, and then I'm going to use the stripe piece for this part. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so then we have, I already did this ahead of time. I stamped the vase and Pool Party ink and cut it out with the dies. So we have that piece. And then I did stamp the flowers. These could be sunflowers, they could be daisies. I don't know, I'm gonna use red just to pull in the red color. So we're gonna color with our blends. Remember, blends are 40% off next week. If you are local and you're coming to class, you can wait until Tuesday to place your order. If you want to take advantage of the Black Friday deals, that would be fine. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So I am stocking up on blends. I have some blends. I actually ordered a couple last week. Now I'm going to really get the rest of them just because that is a good deal. And I would order early rather than late, especially some of those items. The adhesives and the blends, and of course paper trim. I'm going to stock up on some blades. So I'm just coloring these petals. I can't believe next week is Thanksgiving, and then it starts, right? The Christmas rush. Craziness of Christmas. Okay, I'm going to make the center of these daffodil. Thank you, Barb. Actually, this set reminds me of springtime, and we haven't even gone through winter yet, so it's sort of spring feeling. Guess I could have made those a little, you know, fall colors, and we could have some fall sunflowers. I thought it would be a nice, bright, cheery card. Could be a nice thinking of you or get well soon card. There we go. All right, so we're going to add the flowers to the vase. Okay, we're going to add that, and then we're going to pop that up on our stitched circle. And then I'm going to add that to the card front. I'm going to put tape on the one side because I want to be able to open my card, right? So there we go. Okay, I have this square and I'm going to stamp the greeting. You make my life better just by being in it. Fall's your favorite. Yeah, it is fun and bright. Today's Freebie Friday though, by the way. I did post a little bit ago about that. So if you have anything you're creating, you might want to share that. Because you could be getting this card, because that's what I do for Freebie Friday. I send out all the cards I make all month long. Okay, so then I did punch out a banner with the triple banner die. And we're going to take this, and I just want the thanks part. I just want the thanks part for this one. So I'm going to strategically ink it up on the edge of the pad. Fall's your favorite. Okay. I like stamping for fall. I do. Oh, let me flip that over and I need to go get my wipes anyway. I caught too much of the, I just want to do a little bit. There is just a little space between the lines of words that you, if you're careful, you can make this happen. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I like stamping fall. I actually like stamping, so there we go. Okay, we're going to just place this right here. And then let's add a linen thread ribbon. And I have the linen thread over here. Here it is. Because I remember bringing it over. I have my scissors here. Let me close the red ink before I get my hands all in it. Okay. You love this card. Well, good. Oh. That bow looked a little wonky. Well, I always said that when I was doing in-home parties many years ago. I would have repeat customers come and they would have their wish lists, and I would always say my goal was to either make them add to their wish list or change their wish list altogether. So, but that's a compliment, Sue, and thank you. I appreciate that. There we go. So we're going to do that. Then I pulled these gems. These little flower, these are called pressed flower motifs. And I thought, oh, I'll just add a couple of those to here. And there we go. So there you go this morning, a little Z fold for you. All right. Now, let me show you this one. This is why I bought this die, not this step, this. That's why it's called pop-up petals. Okay, because of these. Whoop, I just flew away. These are little pop-up thingies. So let me show you how I did that. Selling them done is a good selling point. Seeing them done is a good selling point. Yes, yep, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do these. Okay, so this is cloud cover, 5.5 by 8.5. Yeah, I thought this was really cool. And everything I showed you this week was online exclusive. So everything was online at the beginning of, it came out at the beginning of November. Okay, so this one is cut a tad smaller. This is Whisper White. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, and this is 5.25 by 8.25. Now, I scored it at 4.25. And then where did that die piece? Right here. Okay, so you can see these little points here. This is so you can put it right on the fold. So you put it right on the fold, run it through your die cut machine, and you get this. So then all you have to do is pull that out the fold, and there you have your pop-up. And there's 3 different ones in the folder. 3 different sizes. So that alone, in fact, I wish they would just have a die set like this that featured different pop-ups. This one has 3. That alone, you could use this with anything, any stamp set, anything you wanted to pop up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the inside of this one. So let me go get a wipe to clean this stamp. Yes, makes everything so easy. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to ink this up in Misty Moonlight. And I'm just going to stamp this right here. It says, "You make my life better just by being in it." There we go. Now I'm going to add this to that card. So I'm just going to add some adhesive. And we're just going to add it to the card front. You just want to make sure you got it straight and you got your edges there. There we go. And there we go. So there you go. There's your pop-up. Okay, now let's put it all together. Okay, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to stamp the "Thanks for Being" there, and Misty Moonlight at the bottom. And we're going to add it to a piece of Misty Moonlight. And I already cut out the vase and stamped and cut it out. And I already got the flowers ready for us. So I'm just going to add some adhesive here and add my flower to my vase. And then I'm going to pop this up on the front of the card. Let's see, let's use these. I use my edges. Yep, you can use it with any set. Anything that you want to make a pop-up. Like I was thinking like some of those silly safari friends for kids cards. Any baby set would be a cute little any pop-up really. There we go. Okay, let's add this to the front and then I'm going to add a bow to that. So there you go. Valentine's coming up. Anything. Snowmen. Okay, we'll add this linen thread bow to the card, and then we'll do the inside. There you go. There's your front. Now the inside. I cut 2 pieces of the wood grain, 1x1 squares. So we're going to add that to our little pop-up. Oh, okay. This is the most difficult part because it's just a tiny area to work with. It might have been easier if I did it when it was flat. How about that? That would have been a thought. There we go. Now we're going to add the flowers. I'm just going to put some adhesive, and you could use any adhesive you like, but let's go ahead and add some flowers here. So I'm going to strategically place them. I want this one, can you see? I want this one just a little higher than this one. And then this one right here. I've got some tape up there, but so there we go. Actually, you can play around with them then. Let's get this one a little bit over. There, that's better. So, there you go. So there's your pop-up. We can add some of those little flower motif gems if we wanted to this. And there we go. So there's your pop-up. Nice, really easy way to do pop-up cards now. And I'm going to put this away before I lose it. But yeah, there's 3. This one, I'm not quite sure how this one works, but I will figure it out and I will show you that. And then this one's a little smaller or a little shorter than this one. But yeah. So it's cool. It's a cool die set. Alrighty. So this is the last of our week together. I'll be back on Tuesday though. I will be back on Tuesday with some more fun projects. And then that I won't be on next Thursday, the end of next week though, because of Thanksgiving, but I will be back on Tuesday. All right, guys, have a great weekend. And thanks for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, share, and love this. Get you more points. Prize Patrol to get in for the drawing. I will announce the winner of that drawing on Monday. I will announce the winner, grand prize winner. And I'm giving away a card kit, Stampin' Up! Card kit from the kit collection. So I will announce the winner of that. Remember, Monday's class here in the studio, if you're coming, let me know. Also, my Friendly Foliage class closes the end of next week. All right, guys. And Black Friday deals, right? So make your list. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for